So my dear departed dad once called this guy the man that with a face only a mother could love. Now he's not one of the Hunter family, not anybody related to that core of great hunters that played in the NHL for a number of years. But we're going to talk about probably one of the most rugged players, not say dirty players, but he racked up penalty minutes like a fat person eats cherry blossoms. So today we're going to be talking about the curious case of the very respected and a very talented Tim Hunter. Now, Timothy Robert Hunter, born September 10th, 1960 in Calgary, served many duties as an NHL player and also was a head coach after hockey, including for the Moose Jaw Warriors of WHL. He also served as an assistant coach in the NHL for a few teams, including the Washington Capitals. Now, he was chosen in the third round of the 79 NHL entry draft, 54th overall by the then Atlanta Flames, which at the time were not in Calgary. They only shifted the next season. Now, he came to major prominence with his rugged years with the Kamloops Chiefs of the BCHL and the Seattle Breakers of the WHL. His second to last year with the Breakers, his draft year, he had 300 minutes and penalties, including 8 goals and 41 assists. Now, 6'2", 202-pound right winger. His last season in Seattle, he put up 67 points, a career season, with 311 minutes and penalties. Now, he was eventually sent to the minors and played in Birmingham and Nova Scotia. In 1981, he accumulated almost 300 minutes and penalties in 75 contests, with 8 points, including 3 goals. Now, 82, he had an injury-plagued season, only played 2 games with Calgary, but the next year he finally got a better chance to make the Flames. He played 16 games with his first NHL goal and also scored a goal in the playoffs. He was also played the minors that year for the Colorado Flames in CHL. Now, in 84, he got his regular turn at bat, and he put up better penalty minutes than some right wingers, and he could score occasionally too. He had 22 points in 85, but from 85 to 92, he put up for Calgary 259, 291, 361, 337, 375, 279. Now, in the 86 playoffs, where Calgary lost in the finals of Montreal, he accumulated 108 minutes and penalties in 19 games. Now, in 92-93 season, he found himself with the Quebec Nordiques and also skated at Euro Vancouver. Next 3 years, he played in Vancouver before jumping to San Jose to wrap up his career. Now, one thing about Hunter, he was a strong defensive player as well. He had a fierce style of play, but he was what you call an elite enforcer. Sure, he would take a penalty or a fight every once in a while, but he was also good on the penalty kill. So a usual game for Hunter, you get into a couple of barrages, wouldn't get kicked out, but be ready in the third period when the game was close. And of course, he won the Stanley Cup with Calgary in 1989 in the revenge victory against the Canadiens that year. Now, 89 season was very interesting because he played 19 playoff games that year and was more effective as a penalty killer than a penalty taker. He had 32 minutes in penalties and 4 assists in 19 games. Now, after his playing days, he became assistant coach for the Capitals on July 23rd, 97, and remained in that position for 5 years. He then became an assistant with the San Jose Sharks for 6 years, lasting in 2008, starting in 2002, and became an EC with Toronto in 2008, which continued to 2011. Now, he was eventually rehired as an assistant coach of the Capitals on July 23rd, 2012. Now, when Hunter's contract in Washington was not renewed for 2013, and after being linked to several coaching positions in WHL, he was made head coach of the Moose Jaw Warriors of the Western Hockey League in July 2014, and eventually continued that position until 2020, when he was let go by, again, the Warriors. Now he's won numerous NHL honors, again, Stanley Cup winner in 89, Bud Man of the Year nominee, Masterton Memorial Trophy nominee twice, which is for perseverance in hockey. King Clancy Memorial Trophy, 2-time nominee. Calgary Flames Ralph T. Scurfield Humanitarian Award winner. He was the NHL penalty minutes leader for Calgary in 87 and 89. Playoffs penalty minutes leader for Calgary in 83. He holds the Calgary Flames team record for most career penalty minutes, 2,405. Team record for most penalty minutes a season, 375. And of course, the team record for most penalty minutes in one playoff year, 108. So he ended his career with 3,146 minutes in penalties in the regular season, 815 games, 62, 76, 138. And in the playoffs, 12 points in 132 playoff games and 426 minutes in penalties. Now, if we look at the list of the most penalty minutes in history, Hunter ranks 9th overall, and below him is Chrissy Nyland, but above him is Berube, Rob Ray, Bob Probert, Marty McSorley, Ty Domi, Dale Hunter, no relation, and Tiger Williams. So for a man that was drafted to a team that moved to Calgary, I think he lucked out. But he's a folk hero, ladies and gentlemen, for the Flames faithful, because not only does he have probably the most prestigious nose in hockey history, besides Eddie Shack, he looks like a hockey player. And I don't remember, I don't think Tim was a deliberately dirty player. They called that an elite enforcer, and I think it applied to him. Like, Probert was never a dirty player as well. It's just fighters or enforcers that were there to protect the players. And Calgary had a lot to protect back then, ladies and gentlemen. You had Gilmore and the Europeans and Lanny McDonald and, But Calgary had a big team, ladies and gentlemen, back then. Ramage and Merzin and everybody else. The Calgary teams between 86 when he bet Edmonton and 89 when he defeated Montreal in the finals, it stand out. And I don't think they would have won a cup without Tim Hunter, because you need role players like that. And if you're looking at a third-line player that's not scared to take a penalty, scores the occasional big goal, Tim Hunter was that. So that's the legacy of Tim Hunter. Thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a like, comment, or subscribe. Requests are always welcome. And if you have any comments on your memories of Tim Hunter, please let me know. I like to see people give more and more of their comments on what these players were covering meant to them. It'll make you more a part of this thing we're doing here to celebrate the NHL in its best era, which I believe was from the 1960s to the 1990s. Have a good day.